Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some little golden books. These are about Barbie doll size. You can adjust them to be any size that you want to. You start out by printing off the internet something called printies. You can Google these and find them. They just have all kinds of little miniature things. And so when you print these off, it gives you the front and the back of the book. There you go. And so I'm just trimming them up here, getting all the extra white paper off the edge. Give me a second here, and then I'll show you what I do next with them. These are just really cute. Okay, I'm going to make my little books with a board in the center. You can put paper in the center of yours if that's what you want to do, but I'm just going to put these on a board. So right there kind of blocked my view. But what I'm doing is bending the spine of the book around the board. So it'll clear in just a minute. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good photographer. So I'm just bending the spine of each one of them, and then I'm going to decoupage them onto the wood. And this is just a scrap piece of wood that I had. So I'm going to take the Mod Podge, and I'm going to put it right there on the edge of the board where the spine of the book's going to go. And then I'm going to line my book up there, get it on there just right. And then I'm going to put some more of this Mod Podge under the front cover to hold it down real well. This is actually kind of fun. I haven't used Mod Podge in years, but it's actually a neat product. And then I'm going to put some in the back here and on the page real good. This dries clear. This is I think this one's a gloss. And then I'm going to do that to all of them. I'm just going to put each one onto this board so that when I go and cut them out, I can just do them all at one time. I don't know what your favorite little golden book was, but mine was the three little kittens who lost their mittens, I think. Like I said, I'm using a piece of scrap wood here from other projects, but you can use about anything you want to. Paper, like I said before, or you could use some foam board, some cardstock, some cardboard, just about anything that you want to. You just need to make sure that you get it thick enough that the spine of the book goes over the edge, and then you just keep going along here. Make sure you got them all stuck down really, really well. I'm going to decoupage them, or Mod Podge, whatever you want to call it, after I get them cut out too. But right now I'm just getting them on the board here, and then I'll cut them out. Okay, this is a scroll saw, an old Sears and Roebuck one. It's very, very old. It was given to me by a friend of mine in his 90s when he passed. It doesn't have a vacuum or a low blower like a lot of the modern ones they do. So there you go. Cute little book. You just cut around the picture of the front and the back. I'm not the best at this. I haven't used it a whole lot, but it's kind of fun. Just be really careful that you don't cut a finger, because it will do that. Anyway, once I get all these cut out, we'll go back and kind of blow the dust off them. Let's take a look at them real quick. A little scruffy. Tom and Jerry. It's okay. It'll stand up once I sand them a little bit and get them even. Little shepherd boy. Well, let's see. Hero? I'm not sure what that is. I'm not familiar with that book. Three Little Pigs. I used to have a Three Little Pig book where the pigs blew up at the end. He ate so much. Little kittens. Anyway, What I'm just going to do real quick is sand them all along the edges, because when you use the scroll saw, it does kind of burr the edges. Sometimes it chips the edges. You can put tape on over the scroll saw over what you're doing if you want to kind of keep it from splintering. But that doesn't really work with these books that well because I don't want to pull off the paper. So anyway, I'm just going to burr off all these edges so my grandbabies don't get any splinters, and make the edges a little smoother if they're not. Then I'm going to get out the Mod Podge again, and I'm going to go over the front and back of these books to give them a little shine and make them last a little bit longer. There you go. And it'll dry clear. This is glossy, but even if it looks a little bit cloudy, it will dry clear. You just want to kind of make sure you don't have any streaks, but it's not, with the project like this, it's not that big a deal. But it'll just make them last so much longer and look nicer. Now, if you don't have a scroll saw, it's not that big a deal. Some people have a jigsaw. You can cut around these with a little jigsaw. If you use paper, of course, you can use scissors. If you use cardstock, you can use scissors. If you're using something like foam board or cardboard, you can use an X-Acto knife to cut around it. So just because I'm using the scroll saw and doing wood, you do not have to. Just make it yours and do anything you want with them. Speaking of books, if anybody knows of a book about a little boy who held up a building, he kept leaning against the building, and everybody kept telling him to go home, and he said he couldn't because he had to hold up that building. And then when he finally left the building, when somebody made him, the whole building fell down. So if you know what that book would be, please put a comment down below. I've been looking for that book for years. So I think after I Mod Podge these that I wanted to paint the edges golden or yellow. This is a King's Gold, I think the paint says. It's just an acrylic paint. But yeah, it was bare wood before, so I think since they're little golden books that it looked really cute to have all the edges painted. So I'm just quickly with a little brush going along here. You could go back and Mod Podge over the edges if you want to, but I don't really want to, so I'm just going to leave it the way that it is once I get them done here. But I think they're turning out really awesome. I think my grandbabies will try to open them and read the book, but anyway, I think they're cute little accessories to a dollhouse, and they were a lot of fun to make, not hard at all. So maybe I'll print some more and make some more. Little House on the Prairie maybe, or what's another really good bunch of kids? But C-Spot run that bunch when I grew up. I don't know if kids read those anymore. What were they called? Dick and Jane? Fun with Dick and Jane? I can't remember. Some of those. If you have suggestions for good little kids books, let me know. Maybe I'll make some here. But anyway, this was a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Thank you for coming along, and I hope that you come back again. And if you make some projects, please tag me and let me know so that I can come by and look at what you're doing. Okay, That's it for me. Thank you so much. God bless and have a good day.